are these people?
You saw on Indie News Network a little bit earlier in the week, Reef and Colin covered a little bit of the Pakistan protests that were happening over Imran Khan's arrest. That happened sometime about 4 days ago. He was released from jail from the Supreme Court, but I just wanted to kind of really get a reference on behind who Imran Khan is, and what kind of figure he is, and what he looks like for Pakistan, and what I just want to give a little bit of a short background. So this is Imran Khan back in 2011 on CNN in calling out the U.S. war machine on Iraq.
Your military and intelligence leadership is doing everything it can to root out every terrorist who resides in the nation of Pakistan?
Well, put it this way, more Pakistani soldiers have died than NATO soldiers put together in Iraq and Afghanistan. The Pakistan GHQ has been attacked by generals have died. The ISI, the security agency has been attacked. The commando center has been attacked. So would the Pakistan be patronizing terrorists who are attacking them? I mean, to me as a Pakistani, I am bewildered by all this. You know, after the Osama incident, we don't know what to believe anymore. And that's why I believe that it has to be now homegrown policy.
Nice way to say
Pakistan should war.
He has the balls to say this on CNN, dude.
I think
this guy's
it's actually genuinely surprising that he has a clip on CNN, because my understanding of Imran Khan is I don't like using the term, but he's pretty progressive on the global scale, as my understanding of him. Maybe I'm
yeah. I mean, he's been fighting Pakistani establishment for the past couple of years. Actually, it's a little bit of a conflict. I mean, it's most of work on it. It's but the good side, progressive side.
That's exactly. That's kind of
do not behave as.
But I mean, I just want to remind everyone, the guy was he was prime minister for over a decade.
Thank you very much.
Was ousted in a 2022 election. I'm sure a lot of people remember that. But this is him on Sky News. Basically, full on blaming. He's full on pointing the finger at the United States.
And how many people protested
for the sham election?
How many people came out and protested the sham election the day after in Pakistan? It was over 1 million people.
Oh yeah, no, it was
insane.
Imran, you don't understand, and I'm gonna show a little bit later how much they love Imran. It is unlike any other.
It feels like kind of he gets the same they love him like the Libyans love Gaddafi. And you saw what happened to Gaddafi.
Oh yeah, he's like a Mandela character to Pakistan.
Okay,
so, yeah, he's a big one. He's a big one for sure. But I'll just go over this a little bit.
Just first of all, March, you're threatening now if no new elections are announced. What to achieve?
Well, Mark, what every Democrat hopes to achieve from a peaceful protest. What I hope to achieve is to show the whole of the country that the people of this country want one thing: elections. They do not want a foreign-imposed government where members of our party were bought by $1 million each, who was offered to them to switch sides, and then the government was removed. And so therefore we feel that rather than someone else imposing a government on our country, let the people of this country decide whoever they want to lead them.
But you were toppled, you say, by a Western conspiracy. You called it, I think, US-backed regime change. I mean, it's quite a claim. What evidence do you have? What do you base that claim on?
The US.
He pushes back so much.
As the Prime Minister, I get a cipher. Cipher is a secret a message sent by your ambassadors, they're sent to the Foreign Office. It's like in WikiLeaks, WikiLeaks was when they broke the code, so the secret messages were relayed to the public. So I get a cipher from my ambassador in the US, and it's an official meeting he has with this American undersecretary or whatever, Donald Lu, and me as the Prime Minister, I'm reading this cipher, and it says that unless you remove your Prime Minister through this vote of no confidence, which hadn't been tabled as yet, there will be consequences for Pakistan, and if you remove him, all will be forgiven. Now this is what me as a
just a straight out threat.
Like, it's a straight. It was not even. It was out in the open, and the U.S. will deny this to this day. They actually have very strong relations with the it's PMLN.
It's just funny how this Sky News reporter can ask without any irony, what makes you think that the U.S. would ever do such a thing? And it's like,
right.
I don't know, like all the time they do it.
I'm gonna show you a funny Jean-Pierre clip. She makes it absolutely fool of herself. But like, this arrest happened, and it angered a lot of Pakistanis. There was large protests. We showed that on with Imran Kahn last week. The huge breakout that happened. And I honestly could not find any like inside footage besides on this one India news channel. It seems like. Let me pull it up here.
Pakistan is a thriller at the best of times. Today, it's been a nail-biter. There have been way too many developments today. We've been tracking them all day. It's still quite fluid, so we'll try to bring you the latest and make drama. Imran Kahn has been released from jail. He'll spend the night at the police guest house and won't be treated as a prisoner. Also, the government of Pakistan is responsible for his security. How did this happen?
He's such a badass. Look at him with the sunglasses. I want to make it clear to people that he's not 100% released. He's not 100% free. Note the language. He's in police custody.
He's in custody, but he's not being treated as a prisoner. Like,
yeah. So whatever that means and whatever that entails, we don't know, and there's no way to know. It's most likely in some form of house arrest because he's out on bail. He's not like released.
And it sounds like it could be his sort of house arrest or arrangement is like kind of the contingent that they have with the U.S. to fucking throw him out of prison. Like, oh, if you're going to take him out of prison, this is like the terms that we want.
Supreme Court, the top court in the country, it declared Imran Khan's arrest illegal, null and void. But this is just one case, and the reprieve may be just for one day. He must appear before the court again tomorrow, this time the Islamabad High Court. And the High Court will decide if he gets bail.
Amazing.
So he's not out of the woods yet, far from it. Yet his supporters are celebrating. The same people who've been protesting for the past few, they're cheering the court's decision. Now, whatever the High Court decides tomorrow, Imran Khan's supporters will be more aggressive going forward. They'll also be more dangerous. And that's what
they have this is like their own January 6th. They're just like
it is kind of like that.
They have the balls to do it. Why can't we? Like, why is it not okay? This is.
The second and perhaps more important part is the impact on the army. Remember, the Pakistani military is facing its toughest test ever. Every war they fought against India, but at home the generals reign supreme. Today their authority is being challenged. This is the first time in Pakistan's history that the army is being physically attacked by the people. So they must make their moves carefully. It can end in carnage or change. Imran Khan is proving to be a tough customer for them. He's fighting back.
I just wanted to point this out.
Can end in carnage.
Look how fucking calm he is.
Imran Khan is proving to be a tough customer for them.
He's just sitting there like this. There's cops literally. I have more footage of this.
He's like this fucking.
This is why I think this guy's like such a.
He's just like Americans are the most fucking American politics. So fucking annoying.
Police lines, and the court has ordered him to appear before Supreme Court, the High Court tomorrow morning to get the case continued from where it was disrupted. According to the Supreme Court of Pakistan, Imran
He's
Khan
just sitting there.
was not
There's
lawful
police literally barging
no
in.
citizen
Like
should
they're
be arrested
breaking the
from
glass in the window in the courtroom.
the premises.
The military's right there, waiting to like just pack him up and take him home.
Wow.
Take him to his cell, and he's just sitting there like
That's crazy.
with sunglasses on.
It's like not again.
Like, dude, I wish I could be like that, dude. That's amazing.
Of the court, and it has deemed it illegal. That does not
mean,
mean
well,
that Imran
so
Khan's legal issues are
It's
over.
like if you're gonna be a progressive or left-wing political leader in a country that is not aligned with Western interests, you kind of have to develop that after a while because you know that the U.S. is going to come after you eventually. So it's like, it was going to happen. It was going to happen. Here they are.
Yeah, and I think that's like what's fundamentally missing from a lot of like quote unquote like leftist leaders in like America's like understanding is that like when you're truly fighting for like ideological left ideals, you're gonna have to be willing to go through shit like this. Like you're gonna have to be willing to sit there in a courtroom while the entire army is outside waiting to like throw your ass in a cell.
But as Americans, we're in the imperial core, so we don't experience the same things like this. Like it's the revolution has to come from inside. Like we can't.
Yeah.
Being in the imperial core makes it a lot more difficult.
And I also want to remind people that he got shot in the leg 6 months ago. If anyone remembers this.
So they did try and fucking kill him.
Oh yeah, they tried to fucking shoot him.
Holy shit.
They already ousted him as president. Or as prime minister. They already got him out of the way.
But you know what's funny is like
in the background, he's mobilizing his supporters. He's getting shit together.
Have you seen those videos of not Erdogan, the president of Syria, Bashar al-Assad? You'll see videos of Assad just like walking down the street, shaking hands with people, like getting food at the food stalls. Like obviously, there's some security
thing for sure.
But like that's some boss shit right there, to be able to just like be with your people and not like worry about that, or maybe you worry about it and you're like, if Americans fucking snipe me, then I'm a martyr, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's fucking crazy.
But this was fucking brutal, and people are pissed about this.
ये तुमने काम क्यों किया है? हाँ.
ये सर मैंने इसलिए किया है कि ये लोगों को गुमराह कर रहा था इमरान.
Definitely not a fan.
Oh, so yeah, definitely.
Anyway.
Yeah, so definitely paid crisis actor right there.
Yeah,
unidentified individual, of course.
So just to go through the level of balls that some of these, that's the wrong page.
But yeah, like I see Miguel
We
here.
already show. You can already see kind of a lot of the protest footage here.
I would think that a lot of these people. I mean, I guess growing up in a country that's adversarial to the United States, it's just like you see something happen to your political leader, you're like, what did America do this time? And you galvanize not just behind your political leader, but you galvanize behind like anti-imperialism and anti-American kind of sentiment, because you know that your fucking leader, who is democratically elected, however you want to define that, but is democratically elected, is getting shot up by American assets. Juan Guaido getting attacked by but that's because he is an actual fucking plant. and now Juan Guaido, he's living in Miami, isn't he?
Yeah, he's living it up. He has like several different estates.
Yeah, and
like,
where'd that money come from?
I'm pretty sure he has one in Washington too.
Juan Guaido literally is spending money that was stolen from the people. Like that's his bank account.
Uh-huh.
Fucking criminal.
Thousands of protesters came out on the streets demanding Imran Khan's freedom after his dramatic arrest.
You
Pakistan
if people fucking treated Biden like they treat fucking Juan Guaido, like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, absolutely
like,
not.
You motherfucker. You're not our president. Fuck out of here.
Just to show the level of balls these people have in distinct comparison, they're burning down fucking cop cars, government buildings. We showed that they have basically their own January 6th. This footage is a little bit more emotional. It's not in English, but what she is saying is some video on TikTok. But she's basically saying, if Imran Khan is a terrorist, then so are my sons and so are my neighbors. If Imran Khan's a terrorist, then he's a terrorist, and he's a terrorist, and he's a terrorist, and he's a terrorist. They're all terrorists. We're all terrorists. If Imran Khan's a terrorist.
So fair to say, Imran Khan, beloved prime minister.
Yeah, this is what happens when you directly interfere with another country's democratic elections. Yeah, just an inside look of how that.
It's insane.
Really is.
So what do we think is gonna happen to Imran Khan? He's not gonna get reinstituted.
Well, let me show you a little bit more of like the reaction.
I don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
This is the Pakistani's information minister.
Okay.
She's supporting the arrest of Imran, saying that they're bent on making this guy look like a terrorist. There's like
the Supreme Court has ruled the arrest was unlawful. Are you still?
On has deteriorated.
Politicians. This.
So is Pakistan under martial law right now?
I mean,
because it sounds like it was a military coup.
Yeah, I mean, right? It was like in 2022. It was like a legal kind of loophole, but yeah,
just chaos, man.
Mr. Khan, according to the polls, is Pakistan's current most popular politician. Was this simply an attempt to silence him? And given we're in the situation we now are, has this not just played into his hands politically?
I humbly disagree, because the polls are different, and they are different polls from different organizations. Some say Mr. Nawaz Sharif is the most
We get ours from USA.
Over 1 year, the popularity of Mr. Khan has deteriorated. There are others who say he's a popular leader. So the polls are different.
Samantha Powers gave us this poll.
If he wanted to arrest him, and if he wanted to silence him, because of his popularity, we wouldn't have waited for 14 months. Because Mr. Khan, when he became the Prime Minister, my Chief Minister, Mr. Shahbaz Sharif, the opposition leader of Pakistan, was arrested within a month.
There are rumours that the government wants to disqualify Imran Khan from future elections. Is that?
Sure sounds like what's going on in the U.S. too, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I was gonna note the language here. Like, how much of this sounds familiar to you?
Oh, identical. Because that's fucking like TDS all over. Like,
yeah, that's basically what it is. Like, that's how countries erupt into each other. You get these they're like super establishment
Yeah, can't be having populist candidates getting reelected.
cards.
No. Why would we do that? No political party, no democratic government would want to do that. But Mr. Khan did want to do that to PMLN and other political parties by arresting all the political leaders of the political parties and putting them in jail and silencing them in the first month of coming into power.
People took to the streets to exercise their democratic
that happened somewhere
right
else.
By
to
burning
protest.
ambulances?
Not everyone was burning ambulances.
Madam, I think then you are not aware of the fact. I can give you evidences.
I was on the ground.
No, if you were on the
seeing it.
ground, then you must have seen bridges, metro, railway stations.
For those who are not aware, PMLN is heavily backed by both the West in U.S. and the U.K. And that's mainly their opposition leader, heavily establishment, wrecking the economy.
Totally a U.S. plant.
Oh yeah, 100%. And that's essentially where they're backed from. And
so it sounds like. I mean, that's why I said like they're using the same rhetoric that they used against Trump. Like, oh,
it's the same exact.
Can't have him again. Like you obviously didn't see it. Blah blah blah. You good comparison with January 6th because that is kind of like. Although those guys are a little bit more for real about it.
It's like January 6th with good intentions, which is what I would like to see in this country. I also just thought this was funny. This is our favorite White House press conference room.
The clown in chief.
Clown in chief was asked about the arrest of Imran Khan, and listen to her
response. Our allies and partners will work to help Ukraine achieve the peace and security they deserve. With that, Josh, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. How are you?
Green, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's a big day today.
Yes. So 3 subjects.
Sure.
First, what's the White House's reaction to Imran Khan's arrest in Pakistan?
So just a couple of things I'd like to say about that.
Has to flip to the notes. What did the CIA?
Yeah, let me get out my huge fucking like.
let me look how long she shifts the notes. Look how long.
So just a couple of things.
One of my mutuals on Twitter likes to think it's like a Lisa Frank fucking notebook that she's like going through with a big like rainbow unicorn on the front of it.
Okay, so as you know, we're aware of the arrest of former Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan. As we have said before, the United States does not have a position on one political candidate or party versus another.
Sure.
So just a total non-answer.
What? Okay. Let's listen to that again.
We have no opinion on it.
We don't have any political opinion. Wait, I wasn't even playing it, dude.
We and our allies and partners will work to help Ukraine achieve the peace and security they deserve. With that, Josh, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. How are you?
Green, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's a big day today.
Yes. So 3 subjects.
Sure.
First, what's the White House's reaction to Imran Khan's arrest in Pakistan?
So just a couple of things I'd like to say.
Let me get my trapper keeper out.
Just like where like let me find what like the note like that's at the Pentagon.
She sucks at her job.
Let me find out about that.
Just give me a second.
Yikes!
She's literally like saying like "yikes" in her head.
Oh God! You just had to ask.
A couple of things I'd like to say about that.
I gotta make sure it's typed out in front of me first. Hold on one second here. Yeah, it's a delicate subject. Don't want to say the right thing.
So,
lose my job.
as you know, we're aware of the arrest of former Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan. As we have said before, the United States does not have a position on one political candidate or party versus another. We call for the respect of democratic principles and the rule of law around the world.
The
I would
rule
refer
of
you to the
law.
Pakistan.
There it is again. Rule of law. Rule of law that doesn't apply to the
democratic
U.S.
principles and
because
the
the
rule of
U.S.
law
writes the
around
laws.
the world. So I would refer.
Just the statement alone is just pure.
Well,
parody.
it's that like whole Blinken and like I don't know who started it, but the rules-based order kind of thing.
It's the rule of law, where
Like
it's respecting democratic principles
we're
around the
we're
world.
the global hegemon, so we get to decide what the rules are, and then when we don't like the rules anymore, we just say those aren't the rules anymore, and we do our own rules.
Yes.
Like it's just totally disingenuous. They can't. It's one of those things. Like I posted a video a few days ago of George Bush kind of admitting that he knew about 9/11, but they can't just lie about it on camera because that's a crime. They can actually get in a lot of trouble for that. So
the one from like last year where he was like,
no, he said something like 15 years ago where he was like, "That's a crazy question. Next question," and like, but like Karine, she can't just lie and be like, "Of course we didn't do that," because if there's like some classified doc that comes out or gets leaked like a year from now, like she's fucked. Like it's like a scandal. So instead of just being like saying that, she just has to be like, "We take no position," which I mean is a lie.
Well, that's why she needs to slip through her like CIA notes because she can't make a statement of her own and slip up.
Exactly. She doesn't. She's like, oh shit, I better say something before I get fucking like subpoenaed.
Yeah, she's like, I'm gonna get fucking rolled for this. She's thinking that in her head.
You know,
She's like,
the whole Trapper Keeper is just a bunch of things to not end up getting indicted.
Oh, that's what I had for that. That's an ongoing thing. That's gonna be continuing
a shit show.
To the week. But we're gonna keep our eye on this here because this is we're across two different shows where we've been covering Pakistan.
It's important.
So
it's important.
Keep our eye.
Pakistan in particular is
important. No, it's important because it's a geopolitical like for years been like a strategic geopolitical base.
He's been one of the prime ministers who's always been pretty outspoken about U.S. meddling and stuff. So it's going to be in the news.
Of course, they got to get rid of it. It's pretty obvious, I think, to everyone.
We should all hope that he doesn't get Gaddafi, but
hopefully not. God bless you, bro.